Frustrated by restless nights, waking up feeling more tired than when you went to bed, and the endless cycle of counting sheep that never seem to help? If you're a senior, you know the struggle all too well. It's not just about feeling groggy, it affects your energy, your mood, your focus, and ultimately your quality of life. What if I told you that the secret to sleeping like a baby, night after glorious night, isn't found in a pill bottle, but right in your kitchen? That's right. The answer to your sleep woes might be as close as your next meal. Stay with me, because what I'm about to share could fundamentally transform your nights and, by extension, your days. This isn't just about food, it's about reclaiming the restorative sleep you deserve. For years, we've been conditioned to think about sleep as a separate entity, something that just happens or doesn't happen, but the truth is far more intricate and far more delicious. The connection between what you eat and how you sleep is profound, yet often overlooked, especially as we age. Our bodies change, our metabolism slows, and our dietary needs evolve, making it even more crucial to be intentional about our food choices. Many seniors struggle with sleep due to hormonal shifts, medications, and underlying health conditions. But often, the simplest and most accessible solution is overlooked. We're talking about a powerful, natural approach that works with your body, not against it. But here's the twist: it's not just what you eat, but how you integrate these foods into your daily routine that makes all the difference. Don't skip ahead. The game-changing tip on timing comes at 3:45. Think about it. Your gut is often called your second brain. It produces a significant amount of your body's serotonin, a precursor to melatonin, the hormone that dictates your sleep-wake cycle. So, if your gut isn't happy, your sleep certainly won't be either. The standard Western diet, often high in processed foods, sugar, and unhealthy fats, can wreak havoc on this delicate balance, creating inflammation and disrupting your gut microbiome. This disruption can directly interfere with the production of those crucial sleep regulating hormones, leaving you tossing and turning. It's a vicious cycle. Poor diet leads to poor sleep, which then often leads to poorer food choices the next day due to fatigue and cravings. We're going to break that cycle starting tonight. But what if you've tried healthy eating before and it hasn't worked for your sleep? Wait until you see what happened next with our first incredible food. Our first superstar food for unparalleled sleep is oats. Now, you might be thinking, oats for sleep? Yes, but not just any oats. We're talking about steel cut or old fashioned oats, rich in complex carbohydrates that promote a steady release of energy and, more importantly, signal your brain to produce serotonin. They're also a fantastic source of melatonin themselves. But here's the micro solution: the timing is key. Eating a small bowl of oatmeal about 2 to 3 hours before bed can be incredibly effective. Add a sprinkle of cinnamon, some sliced banana, or a few walnuts for an extra sleep boosting punch. This gentle, comforting meal won't spike your blood sugar like simple carbs, preventing that disruptive energy crash. Try this now. For the next 3 nights, replace your usual evening snack with a small bowl of plain, unsweetened oatmeal. See how your body responds. Comment yes if you've experienced how a simple meal can totally change your evening routine. Next up, we have the humble but mighty banana. This isn't just a convenient snack, it's a powerhouse of sleep promoting nutrients. Bananas are packed with potassium and magnesium, two minerals that act as natural muscle relaxants. Magnesium, in particular, is often called the sleep mineral because of its role in calming the nervous system and easing anxiety. Moreover, bananas contain tryptophan, an amino acid that converts into serotonin and then melatonin in your brain. So, how do you eat it for maximum sleep benefit? A simple option is to have half a banana as part of your evening snack, perhaps with a small handful of almonds. Or for a delicious and potent sleep elixir, blend half a banana with some warm milk, dairy or non dairy, a pinch of nutmeg, and a dash of honey. This warm concoction is incredibly soothing. Most people miss step number 3. I'll explain why it's so crucial for magnesium absorption. Our third secret weapon is chamomile tea. While not a food in the traditional sense, this ancient herbal remedy has been revered for centuries for its calming properties. Chamomile contains an antioxidant called apigenin, which binds to specific receptors in your brain that decrease anxiety and initiate sleep. It's a natural, gentle sedative, perfect for winding down after a long day. But here's the unexpected case study. A study published in the Journal of Advanced Nursing found that elderly individuals who consumed chamomile tea regularly reported significantly better sleep quality than those who didn't. Option A: brew a strong cup of chamomile tea about an hour before bed. Option B: for those who prefer a cooler drink, you can even make iced chamomile tea earlier in the day and sip on it in the evening. If you find yourself waking up frequently, try adding a squeeze of lemon to your tea. The vitamin C can sometimes aid in the absorption of beneficial compounds. The real secret to integrating all these foods comes at 1:30, involving a specific meal timing strategy. Now let's talk about our fourth powerful sleep aid, almonds. These little nuts are nutritional powerhouses, and they're particularly fantastic for sleep. Like bananas, almonds are rich in magnesium, which helps relax muscles and nerves, and also contains tryptophan, further supporting melatonin production. But what many people don't realize is that almonds also provide healthy fats and protein, which help stabilize blood sugar levels throughout the night, preventing those disruptive midnight hunger pangs. A small handful, around 10-15 almonds, is the perfect evening snack. You can enjoy them plain or sprinkle them over your oatmeal. Here's a troubleshooting tip. If you find almonds too heavy right before bed, try soaking them in water for a few hours beforehand. This makes them easier to digest. Don't skip ahead. The game-changing tip on pairing these foods comes at 6:10. Moving on to our fifth sleep superhero, fatty fish, specifically varieties like salmon, mackerel, and tuna. These fish are absolute gold mines for sleep because they are incredibly rich in vitamin D and omega-3 fatty acids. Both of these play a critical role in regulating serotonin and subsequently melatonin. Low levels of vitamin D have been directly linked to sleep disturbances, so getting it from natural food sources is incredibly beneficial. The omega 3s also help reduce inflammation throughout the body, which can often be a silent culprit behind poor sleep. The real secret here is consistency. Aim to incorporate fatty fish into your diet 2 to 3 times a week, ideally as a lunch or early dinner option, rather than right before bed. This gives your body ample time to process these nutrients without disrupting digestion. Our sixth incredibly effective sleep food is a classic for a reason: warm milk. Whether it's dairy milk or a plant based alternative like almond or soy milk, the comforting ritual of a warm beverage before bed can be incredibly soothing. Dairy milk, in particular, contains tryptophan, the amino acid precursor to serotonin and melatonin. The warmth itself has a calming effect, similar to a warm bath, signaling to your body that it's time to wind down. Here's a delicious micro solution: warm milk with a touch of honey and a pinch of nutmeg. Honey provides a tiny bit of glucose, which can help signal your brain to stop producing orexin, a neurotransmitter that keeps you awake. Nutmeg has mild sedative properties, making this a truly potent sleep potion. Try this now. Replace your usual evening drink with this warm milk concoction for a week and track your sleep quality. And finally, our seventh and perhaps most powerful secret weapon: tart cherries and tart cherry juice. These vibrant fruits are one of the few natural food sources that contain significant amounts of melatonin. Unlike many sleep aids that simply introduce external chemicals, tart cherries work with your body's natural processes, boosting your own melatonin production. A real world example: studies have shown that individuals who drank tart cherry juice regularly experienced increased sleep time and improved sleep efficiency. Option A: have a small bowl of fresh tart cherries about an hour before bed. Option B: if fresh tart cherries aren't available, a small glass, around 8 ounces, of unsweetened tart cherry juice is an excellent alternative. But here's the twist: make sure it's unsweetened. Added sugars can counteract the sleep promoting benefits. Most people miss step number 3 for effectively combining these foods. I'll explain why it's a game changer for senior sleep. So, we've covered 7 incredible foods that can revolutionize your sleep. But simply knowing these foods isn't enough. The true magic lies in the strategy of incorporating them into your diet. This is where the 30-70 rule comes in. We've explored the problem of poor sleep and introduced these powerful solutions. Now, let's dive deeper into how to actually implement them for maximum impact. The real secret to integrating all these foods comes at 1:30, involving a specific meal timing strategy. Most people miss step number 3. I'll explain why it's so crucial for magnesium absorption. The timing of your meals and snacks is just as important as the food itself, especially as we get older. Your digestive system needs time to process food before you lie down for sleep. Otherwise, it can lead to discomfort and disrupted sleep. Here's the game changing tip for seniors: aim to finish your main evening meal at least 3 to 4 hours before you plan to go to bed. This gives your digestive system ample time to do its work. If you feel hungry closer to bedtime, that's when you bring in those light, sleep promoting snacks we discussed: a small bowl of oatmeal, half a banana, a handful of almonds, or a glass of warm milk. Don't overload your stomach. Consider a lighter dinner overall, focusing on lean protein and plenty of vegetables rather than heavy, rich dishes. If X happens, say you find yourself still feeling hungry even after these smaller snacks, do Y instead. Ensure your lunch and breakfast are robust enough to carry you through the day, preventing excessive hunger pangs in the evening. Let's look at method comparison. Option A, heavy, late dinner versus option B, lighter, earlier dinner with a strategic sleep boosting snack. Option A often leads to indigestion, acid reflux, and an overactive digestive system, all of which disrupt sleep. You might feel full, but your body is working overtime when it should be winding down. Option B, however, promotes a calm and settled digestive system, allowing your body to focus on producing those sleep inducing hormones. This simple shift in timing can have a profound impact on your sleep quality. This is where most people miss step number 3 for effectively combining these foods. For example, instead of a large bowl of pasta with a heavy sauce at 8 p.m. for a 10 p.m. bedtime, opt for grilled salmon with steamed vegetables at 6 p.m. Then, if you're peckish at 9 p.m., have a small bowl of oatmeal or a banana. The difference is truly remarkable. Another crucial aspect often overlooked is creating a pre sleep routine. Just as we create a routine for waking up, we need one for winding down. This isn't just about the food, it's about signaling to your body that sleep is approaching. This could involve a warm bath, reading a book, not on a screen, gentle stretching, or listening to calming music. Combine this routine with your strategically timed sleep foods, and you've created a powerful synergy. Think of it as a personalized sleep symphony, with each element playing its part in lulling you into a deep, restorative slumber. The real secret comes at 1:30. Remember, the consistency of this routine is vital. Try this now. For the next week, implement one new sleep food into your evening routine and note any changes in your sleep journal. Let's talk troubleshooting. What if you try these foods and still struggle? First, ensure you're consuming them consistently. One night of tart cherry juice won't fix years of sleep deprivation. Give your body time to adapt. Second, review your portion sizes. Too much of even a good thing can be disruptive. Third, consider why you might be waking up. Is it pain, a noisy environment? Addressing these external factors in conjunction with your dietary changes will yield the best results. If X happens and you find yourself constantly craving sugary snacks in the evening, do Y instead. Ensure your protein intake throughout the day is sufficient, as this can help regulate blood sugar and reduce cravings. The most impactful way to combine these foods for maximum effect is coming up at 1:30. One final, yet incredibly powerful consideration: hydration. Dehydration, even mild, can interfere with sleep. Ensure you're drinking enough water throughout the day, but taper off your fluid intake in the few hours before bed to avoid disruptive trips to the bathroom. Remember, these dietary changes are not magic bullets overnight, but consistent application of these strategies, combined with a calming evening routine, will gradually but profoundly improve your sleep quality. This method will save you countless hours of restless nights and bring back the joy of waking up refreshed. You've now unlocked the power of 7 incredible foods to transform your sleep. This isn't just about getting more sleep, it's about getting better sleep, which translates to more energy, better mood, sharper focus, and an overall enhanced quality of life. Good. Watch next. If you want to dive deeper into how hydration impacts senior health, click on this video about the unseen power of water for seniors for deeper insights. 2. Save this guide. For a complete step-by-step breakdown of how to integrate these foods and create your personalized sleep routine, hit that save button. You'll want to refer back to this often. 3. Subscribe for part 2. In our next video, I'll reveal a powerful, often overlooked morning routine that sets you up for incredible sleep that very night. Don't miss it. Closing scene. The senior individual from the beginning is now shown waking up with a serene smile, stretching invigorated, bright, optimistic music plays. Narrator, reclaim your nights, seniors. You deserve the gift of restorative sleep.